Oh, hello, cutie. How are you doing?
What? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Alright, that's good. Yeah, okay, I think now I'm ready to go fight Yorm. Hopefully I can get more staggers now. Last try wasn't so good. I ran out of FP before I could reach uh, the middle of the health bar. Even using the Pharaoh ring, which decreases your FP usage. Alright, let's try. I hate how From Software games don't let you use the fucking menu when there's a NPC saying something. And I already lost my damage buff because it's so stupid having this be dependent on your HP being full. A single mistake and there it goes, your extra damage. Dude, this damage is terrible. I have seen chunkier hits on Yorm using spells. Yeah, he's gonna focus. He's gonna focus on Sigvard. Please don't kill that guy. Okay, I'm glad Sigvard is still alive. That's not a stagger, right? Oh, Sigvard is at low health. I think Sigvard almost died when he got on that corner.
Now, for a final toast.
So, now that you're here, do you think that I'm pronouncing his name right? I'm almost sure that's German.
To your va-
I remember that his name means something like... there's something to do with victory, because Sieg. But every time he says his own name, he pronounces as Siegward. So I'm not so sure. Sigvard of Katarina. Yeah, it's funny because he usually doesn't win without help. Maybe it's ironic. Oh, so what about the Dark Souls 1 character, Sigmire? I remember there was a medieval sword instructor that had Meyer on the name too, and he's German. Okay then. They are all about victory.
Well, very then take. Farewell, Ashen Nick.
Oh god, I'm at soul level 60. And ready for another Londo. What could I use? I have no idea what should I use here. I'm probably gonna have to do PvP.
Ashen one.
So, time to go bully Pontiff Sullivan. Something that I really enjoy about having viewers from all across the globe is that I can ask about a lot of stuff and have information coming from a more reliable source than like Google Translate and Wikipedia. So I saw on a lots of Lord tubers and Reddit posts talking about Sullivan and how his name is Irish for black eye. But then I had an Irish friend who used to watch my streams, and I asked him. Okay, this ring is too heavy. I asked him what was the translation of the name Sullivan. And he told me that it should translate to white eye and not black eye. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, I got the first parry. That's great. Second parry. This one is the easiest one. Now you should fall down, please. Thank you. Okay, I was too close, unfortunately. Please kill the Phantom. Oh, I can just do this. Ah, this one is a little delayed. Yeah, but I don't have any excuse to fail that last parry. Try to hit me, Sullivan. With something that I can parry. I remember when fighting Sullivan used to be a challenge. Now it's just fun. Even with a bad weapon, it's still an easy fight. But at least it's a very fun fight. I really enjoy fighting Sullivan, and I really miss having bosses like this in Elden Ring. Sullivan is such a nice challenge. But it's not like annoyingly impossible or just unfair like, you know, Elden Ring bosses. Do you think I can get an invasion as a blue here? Probably not. Probably gonna take a long while. Yeah, I missed the last one. I really don't think I'm gonna get summoned. It's so rare to get summoned as a blue sentinel. I might get invaded by an Eldritch Faithful here. They are usually more common. Oh, I'm being summoned! Holy shit! How rare! And I was here complaining about not getting invasions like this. And I didn't have to do anything. The guy was already dead. Well, I'm not gonna count this one since I couldn't fight. So I'm still right. Those invasions still rarely happens, and when it happens, it's something like this. Now I can make my shield simple and finally have some FP regeneration. Should I wait for invasions or what? Maybe I should invade. With 32,000 on my pockets. This is definitely gonna be a good idea. I'm sure. I'm definitely not gonna lose my 30k. 337 milliseconds of ping. Not good. Ah yes, I'm here. I really need the cat ring. Because then I can just do this. Oh, he's already losing to those guys. Oh, okay, you have a lot of range. Dude, I'm dealing 125 per hit. Yeah, he's just gonna run away. Yeah, I'm never gonna hit this guy. Also, you saw that. I was dealing 125 against this guy. Dude, why do I have no range with my running R1? Also, this guy's lost, right? What are you doing? They're probably trying to gain time to maybe get a blue here. But he might just get invaded by someone else. This weapon has no advantages against an ultra great sword like that. Dude, you have the advantage. Look at the size of your sword. Just turn around and fight me. Yeah, I just need to waste your Estus flasks without wasting mine, which is quite hard to do. Yeah, I was about to go dodge, but also almost 300 ping is not great. Dude, why are you doing this again? At least I don't take fall damage. Yeah, I'm not gonna win a trade against this guy. Really, I couldn't hit this guy fast enough to cancel his healing. Completely out of juice. Now I really need to be careful. I think I lost sight of him. Oh no, it's here. Terrible choice. Dude, even when I'm shooting lasers, I still can't outrange this guy. What a terrible sword! And then when I finally can land a hit on this guy, it's just 100 damage. This is a +3 Titanite scale weapon with 40 dexterity. This weapon scales with dexterity, mostly. How the fuck am I not dealing enough damage with this sword? It's ridiculous. It's just a regular phantom. Yeah, it's not a PvPer. Well, let's just keep going. Oh fuck. Why does it play 2 times? Why is it doubled? I have no idea what's causing this. Also, thanks a lot, cutie. But dude, why is it playing twice? $149. Amazing damage. Honestly, this weapon would be better with spinning slash than this. I'm not gonna try to fight the giant because he can one-shot me. And I'm getting invaded. But I kinda don't care about getting invaded. Can just ignore the guy. It's an Eldritch Faithful with over 300 milliseconds. I think they are guaranteed to drop the regular Titanite shard. Somehow the guy didn't notice that I was down there. Okay, it's running in front of me. If this guy knew how easy it is to just avoid things like that. You are not a problem to me, cutie. He's definitely not gonna cause me any problems. Dude, it must be so annoying. Well, I kinda know. I tend to chase people like this. Okay, now it's a bit risky because I might get stuck on this corner. But it's fine. Because this guy is just too dumb. Jumping attacks are not great for covering distance, cutie. You shouldn't try that. Dude, this guy finally managed to hit me. Oh, another hit. Amazing. Finally getting better. Okay, now I can't really use this. Don't pass. You're gonna heal? Really? I thought you were the invader here, the PvP guy. Okay, this was a little too early. You should be careful, cutie. You're using too much stamina. And I'm missing my parries. Why are you not using your ult2? It's so easy to parry that. Also, I hate finally. Okay. Dude, I hate fighting people with 300 ping. I can't parry that. How can I just hit him with the sword, cutie? I don't have range. He has more range than me. Yeah, you suck. The worst invader I got today. I mean, the worst invader I got in a long while. He was trying too hard to roll catch me. Okay, let's get this back. How much damage I deal against those guys? Not even half HP. What's the use of a shottel that doesn't deal damage across shields? Tell me. What's the purpose of a shottel that doesn't deal extra damage through shields? I thought that was the point of shotels. Okay, that was too early. Well, at least it's done very well. It looks really nice. But other than that, it's a pretty useless sword. Again, I'm at 40 dexterity. Weapon is almost at max level. And I was dealing about 100 damage per hit. Just think about that. About 100 damage per hit, and I have 40 dexterity on a weapon that scales with dexterity. It's time to perform the skip again if I don't fail. Keep missing the jump. At this point it would be faster to just do the right way. That was too high. I need to jump down from a little further into the staircase. I hate enemies with shields. Dude, I'm not gonna lose my fucking souls because you guys are too stupid to fight properly. The spear guy has no HP left! I lost my souls. This is the worst weapon I ever used on a challenge. Dude, this is literally the worst weapon I ever used on a challenge. Also, look at how many blood stains there is on this fucking place. I can't even get a backstab. It's a shutdown that doesn't deal extra damage through shields. Look at how stupid this is. It's a fucking shutdown that doesn't deal damage through shields. Yeah, I need to jump from that place then. From the start of the staircase, it's just too high. Oh, you're already following me. Oh, wait, where's the guy? Oh, got stuck on the door. How can you delay gravity? How can you fall slower? The other one was so easy to stagger. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna farm for souls, so I'm not behind in levels. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Who the fuck uses a spear like that? So fun bosses and enemies that just snap at you instantly as soon as you press the heal button, but just stands there staring at you if you're not doing anything. That's amazing game design. And now for some reason you decided that you don't want to do the charge attack, just to make me waste more time and not be able to kill you in time. And now I have to deal with 2 enemies. And now you want to do the fucking charge. It's a shottel that doesn't deal damage through shields. Just think about it. Shotels, they are curved swords. Curved swords, they generally do damage. You know, it's the thing that swords usually do. But shotels, they do less damage because they have these passive effects where against shields they do at least 60% more damage. And as far as I know, 20 damage is not 60% of 327. I might not be very good at math, but I'm pretty sure this is wrong. 34 damage. $34 damage is definitely not 60% of the damage that I have on my weapon. Even considering the resistances that those guys might have. And the fucking bounces of shields. I can't even use the fucking effects this thing has. This weapon should have been so fucking cool. It looks amazing, the concept is pretty good, but why the balancing is so bad? They basically make this weapon useless. It's not good for a mage, it's not good for a dex build, it's not good for any build because it just doesn't deal damage. It attacks so fucking slow compared to other curved swords. Have basically no range. Dude, I'm almost kissing this guy and I still miss because I'm out of range. Why is this sword so short? I think I can get the range online. Let's see. Let's compare it to other swords. I can't find a graph with the range. This is more of an Elden Ring thing. Unfortunately, I can't find that image that shows the range of all the swords. I don't know if I can show teeth boxes on Twitch. I should probably try to do that on a site like OnlyFans or Fansly. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get banned if I show teeth boxes here. I'm almost halfway there. I should have 60k at this point, but I don't, and that's a problem. I'm gonna try to show hitboxes with the cheat engine. It might be possible. Just need to reset the game because I don't want to get banned. I'm pretty sure messing with those mods will get me banned. Because it was basically like this that I got banned on my other accounts. Was trying to record some cool footage, and I forgot that I was online, and then From Software banned my account. Dark magic. Also, to do the things that cheat engine does, you basically need to mess with the game files to do some things, not all of the options you have that there. And when you mess with the game files, the game knows that, because it can just run a check to see if you're messing with the files. And that's how they find out that you're cheating. And that's how they don't find out when you can cheat without actually messing with the game files. Okay, it's probably on debug, I think. Mm-hmm. No, that's nav mesh. No. Mm-hmm. I only died 18 times on this save. That's pretty low considering how bad this build is. Give me a second, I'm trying to find where I can turn on hitboxes. Okay, there's some things that are not working. Is this? No, it's not. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. Yeah, alright, I have no idea how to do this. I'm sorry. I tried my best. I really wish I could visualize hitboxes so I could see how short the range is. Because you know, I already know the range is terrible. But it would be nice to actually see how bad it is. Leonard uses this weapon against you when you invade him, right? It would be so funny if his version of this weapon deals way more damage than me. It would be quite funny. I don't have enough time. Weapon arts, hits, dead. And now I deal even less damage. Wait, why did it dealt only 32 damage? Even more problems with this sword. Sometimes it just doesn't deal damage. Like, even less than usual. Maybe I should try to parry more. Those guys are supposed to be easy to parry. Yeah, there's not a lot of things I can parry on the shield guy. If I tried to get distance to heal, the spear guy would charge at me and I wouldn't be able to heal myself. Those guys, they definitely don't have that protection to avoid ganking on the player. They definitely don't have that. Oh, and fuck my backstab, right? They don't know mercy. Yeah, they don't look like the type of people that would play Overwatch. Also, I have so much envy of them because they have poise. You see how many hits I need to take at them to be able to stagger them. And it's not even attacking while they are attacking because yeah, I can have hyper armor too. But they also have passive poise and the player can't have passive poise in this game. This is so unfair, dude. I can easily stun lock a player with full level armor. Can't do the same in Dark Souls 1. Pies will never be the same because, you know, they even buffed Pies for Elden Ring. Poise in Elden Ring works way better than Dark Souls 3. But it's still so much weaker compared to how it used to be in Dark Souls 1. In Dark Souls 1, you used to be able to tank hits from bosses if you had enough armor. Also, I have no idea why that guy was charging at so so short distance from me. Did I get the item from the other guy? What happened to the body? Maybe it fell down. Probably. There's only one body here. Okay, farming is done. Let's go back to Firelink. Where is everyone? Okay.
Welcome. Very then take.
Only 1 point of damage for intelligence.
Farewell, Ashen me.
Now it's the time that I start to regret my life choices.
Very then take. Farewell, Ashen me.
It's still so bad. I'm basically not dealing damage. Huh, did I forgot to grab the heretic staff? I think I did, yeah. Should go back to grab that. In case I want to use magic.
Oh, this
Coming. Wait. I have to fight Aldrich. And he's kind of resistant to magic. So let's check the numbers. How bad this is gonna be. Aldrich, Dark Souls 3. It has minus 2% slash, 65% magic. This could be worse. At least this isn't dark. For that, dark damage is 75%. He is very tanky against magic and dark. Alright. It's probably gonna be a long fight. I should change my flasks because there's no point into using the Ash of War. Rebalance what? The weapon?
Ready. Okay.
Also now I have FP regen. I can barely notice the regeneration. Probably gonna be useful on a long fight like the next one I'm gonna have now. Alright, it's time to try. At least I know how to manipulate Aldrich's AI to not give me the arrow rain all the time. It can still happen. The strategy is not perfect. It's not. It's not that consistent. Because no matter how perfect I am, Eldritch can just spawn on the other side of the map, and I can't really get there in time. Let's see the damage. 160. Yeah, it's not good. Last time I could kill him way faster. I'm doing about 106 damage per hit. Can deal more damage hitting the body. Yeah. But it's a little harder, and when he teleports I am a little vulnerable here. Dude. Aldrich is weak to slash damage. I should be destroying this guy right now. I should be melting this guy's HP. Don't summon the arrows, please. I'm close to you. You should only use melee. Okay, let's go to the middle. Yeah, I was right. I still got hits, really? And you're already teleporting. You bitch. You coward bitch. I'm close. Don't do the arrows. Let's play it safe. Let's not be greedy, because if I run out of stamina at the wrong time, I could be in big trouble. Alright, first try. First try. Now let's see how this is gonna be against Dancer. Talking about Dancer, let's check her resistances.
The fire fades and awaits its one last lord.
Also, literally the longest Eldritch fights I ever had. Because I'm really not dealing a lot of damage. Also, why am I so small here? Alright, so 19% magic, 22 slash. This is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good. Dancer is a bigger problem when you can't kill her fast. Alright. But yeah, Dancer is a bigger problem when you can't kill her fast. Because the longer the fight goes, the more chances she has to kill you.
My dear prince.
Alright, let me go back to Firelink. Every time I fight Aldrich, I really want to make a dark cleric. It's such a fun build. I
Ashen
really like making dark builds in this game.
Welcome. Very then take.
The biggest disappointment I had with Elden Ring was the lack of dark magic. Like actual dark magic and dark damage.
Farewell, Ashen Maiden.
Such a shame that Elden Ring doesn't have that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to sell here. Does Dancer deal magic damage? If yes, then there's a buff that I kinda can't use against her because it makes me take more magic damage.
Ashen 1.
I could try to use magic clutch ring,
Very then take.
but I don't know if the extra damage is gonna be worth it. Also, I'm missing some souls for another level. Well, I would assume that's dark, but also it's glowing purple. Not actually the effects that dark has. That purple might be Dark Moon magic. Dark Moon magic deals magic damage. So, yeah. It's probably magic damage. But I can check on her page. Alright, it's dark damage. It's not magic. Yeah, makes sense. She uses a dark effect to summon her sword. So, I guess I could use then Dusk Crown. Dusk Crown increases your magic damage, but decreases your magic absorption. So if I'm fighting against someone that can deal magic damage, I'm gonna be in a huge trouble. Because it's like my magic defense goes to the negatives, like minus 50 or something. So I take way more magic damage. Alright, that's enough souls. Also, it's funny, I'm at soul level 69. It's the funny number. Also, is there any other challenge you want me to do?
Very that hate.
You know, you donating like that usually gives people the ability of telling me what to do on my Dark Souls streams. So if you have any suggestions, I will do it. Well, I'm kinda doing this one because of you. So see, it's fine, you can suggest me stuff and I'm gonna do it. Kinda don't remember where the Dust Crown is. It's not there. Or is it? Well, what I'm doing now isn't exactly fun. It still makes good content. So I guess there's that. Alright, it's here. The giant's arrows are pretty useful against this crab. Not only does it deal a lot of damage, it also instant poise break the crab. So I can take a riposte and not have to worry about fighting the giant crab. Also, let's see the damage increase now. 336. Well, 306 goes up to. Okay, it's not a ring. I have 6 extra damage. That's so OP, dude. How am I supposed to fight the other bosses now? It's just gonna be a one-sided fight. Six whole points of damage. Okay, now it's giving 7 points of damage. Holy shit. That's amazing. Let's get the magic clutch ring. See if it's any better. This is something I was talking about earlier before you came here. And like buffs in Dark Souls 3, they don't make a lot of difference on your builds. Something that you can say about most buffs in this game is that you barely notice them. You barely notice the difference. And that's so disappointing. I'm gonna be smart. Take a look at this. I'm gonna have a lot of enemies running after me. So I can just break the illusory wall from a distance, and then I can run to my ring without having to stop here. That was a total success. Now let's see if it gets any better. Oh, 366? But I barely notice a difference from using this. It's giving me 4 points of damage. No, 8 points of damage. Lowering my defenses like this is not worth it for 8 points of damage. But this one, it's kinda worth it. Kinda. I can justify wearing the magic clutch ring. Wait, can you parry a dancer? Okay, you can't parry dancer. Yeah, you can't parry dancer. Imagine how cool it would be to parry dancer. It's a hollow from the first area of the game with the fucking wooden shield. I have 40 dexterity, 20 intelligence, 358 damage. Why the fuck do I only deal 60 damage through a shield? Just keep in mind that dealing damage through shields, it's the whole thing, the whole upside that shotels have. If you can't deal damage through shields, then why? What's the purpose of the shottel? Let's see the damage. Ooh. Not useless. But dude, this hitbox. And lack of range. She's gonna do the transition. It's kinda bad when she's already facing you because she can get way closer to you. But it's fine. If she takes like one step backwards, I'm already out of range to hit her. Also, my stamina. Oh my god. Thank you, Dancer. Thank you for giving me time to heal. You're such a cutie. I really like fighting her. It's so fun. Even with a bad weapon. Also, oh! Please don't die. And die with this. I'm not dying to bosses. Now that I noticed, I'm not dying to bosses. I'm dying mostly to environments and regular enemies ganking on me. I'm not actually dying to bosses. Most bosses I'm just killing them first try. Alright, Osiris next. And 50% magic resistance and 22% slash resistance. Too good at the game. Yeah, so good that I can make a useless weapon look usable. This weapon almost looks viable. At least to someone that doesn't know very much about this game. Because if you'd look at my stats, 40 dexterity, 20 intelligence on a weapon that has C and D in dexterity and intelligence, I should be dealing way more damage. This is at +3 and it's a boss weapon, so +3 it's almost max level. Huge mistake, buddy. What a lucky drop. I wish this game still had the steel sets from Dark Souls 1. So I could finally do a proper cosplay of the Berenice Knights. Because they used to have great maces in Dark Souls 1, but there is no great mace that's the player can use in Dark Souls 1. Yeah. There's no way I could go inside of this room without alerting someone. Why am I sending the elevator down? Why am I so stupid? I'm gonna need this elevator up. I'm so dumb. Titanite's tail. Almost reaching max level. Oh great, I can two-shot them. That's very good to know. I could swear this place had a roof. I had no idea it was open like this. I really had no idea this place was open. Look at this, you can see the rest of the castle. I thought this was a closed room. Literally playing this game since it came out, and I had no idea about that. I still need 4 Titanite scales. Wait, 5.
Well,
Yeah,
then take.
that's a lot of Titanite scales.
Farewell, Ashen One. Well, very then take. Farewell, Ashen One.
23 intelligence. It's only giving me 17 extra damage from scaling. 40 dexterity. It's only giving me 59 extra damage from scaling. The scaling on this weapon is so bad. It's almost non-existent.
Project like that.
Maybe I should do Lothric Castle before doing Osiris, because he's still resistant to the damage that I have access, which is mostly magic and slash. So if I go to but I'm not sure if Lothric Castle has enough Titanite scales to give me my last level, my last upgrade. Well, I only need 5. And if I remember correctly, there should be like 13. So I could almost get another weapon too. Almost get another weapon to max level. It's so funny how I look on the headshots of my save file. Because of the hat being so big, you can only see the brim of the hat. That's pretty funny. Hello, cutie. Welcome back. Yeah, you did. It was the coolest fights ever made on a stream ever. It literally changed the lives of everyone watching. You missed something that's like once in a lifetime. It was definitely not a very boring fight, and it's just me pressing R1 every 5 seconds. And spamming dodge every time Dancer would swing her sword. Did that arrow just went through the ground? I think it clipped. A long time ago, my father won the lottery. I think the prize was like a couple million. But not only he won the lottery, like he got the right numbers, but also literally tens of thousands of other people did too. So at the end, I think he only got like 10 bucks out of that. Because the price had to be divided to everyone. No, I'm Brazilian. It happened here. It's actual lottery. And it happens kind of often. Like it's not super rare to more than one people to win the lottery. Yes, Brazil. No, it's just luck, I guess. As I said, it's not that uncommon for this to happen. Like, it's only 6 numbers. What do you mean, why don't I do it too? Dude, I'm extremely poor. The money I would be spending on tickets would definitely buy me like a week's worth of food and supplies. I'm too poor and disabled to waste money on something like that. I'm not a big fan of gambling. Except when it comes to the crucifix of the Mad King. I really like gambling with that weapon. It's always fun. Spamming Ash of War on the crucifix of the Mad King is the best kind of gambling ever. But yeah, maybe I could try the lottery once or twice if I have the spare money one day. I think the prize, like the highest prize I have right now, it's like 200 million? Around that. But I don't remember how much it costs a... fuck you, dude. Holy shit! What's wrong with this place? Anyways, I don't remember how much a ticket costs. I would bet that it's a bit expensive because that's how the lottery house makes money, you know. Wait, do I have fire bombs for this guy? Why do I only have 19? Oh, I don't have a lot of fire bombs. Okay, my magic damage was better than the fire from the firebomb. How impressive. The damage on my sword was decent. What are you doing here? I thought I killed you already. He was probably lost. Okay, everyone should be dead now. It's not fast enough! Dude, what? How annoying this guy is! Alright. I have 5, I only need 3. And I think there's 3 inside of this chest. But before I open that chest, I really need to kill everyone here. Okay, that was everyone. Yeah, that was everyone. Oh my god. I hate fighting this version. Dark Souls 2, you managed to create the worst version of this guy. I don't even know how to fight this thing. Holy shit. And I have 8. That's all that I need. Finally gonna get some very good damage boost. Hopefully a good damage boost to my sword. Also, can I hit heal from here? No, I'm not gonna waste my FP on that guy. Now time to kill another... Oh fuck! You're not supposed to be here, dude! You're definitely not supposed to be here. Oh, it's a very powerful version. It was a roll catch. Dude, you're not supposed to be here. This guy never follows me outside like that. Literally my first time having to deal with this kind of stuff. Well, at least I have the shortcuts. So it's fine. I think he chooses violence every day. His eyes are literally glowing red from rage and violence, and he's all covered in blood. I don't think this guy I don't think this guy can choose anything other than violence. So, let's be safe this time. Can hollows cry? Like, they are all dried like mummies. They probably don't have any water in their bodies to actually be able to make tears. That would explain why the blood looks weird. Like it's too dark and it's not very liquid, you know. Maybe they are. Maybe they need to drink water. Okay, can I shoot this without falling? Yeah, no! What a surprise! You go too much forwards when you shoot this beam of magic. So, you know, maybe being on a ledge like this and shooting. Dude, I fly so fucking far when I do that. Like, this is a thing that it's in the game ever since Dark Souls 1, at least. Because I can't speak for Demon Souls because I never played that game. But in Dark Souls 1, if you're on a ledge like this and you attack, you get sent flying for some reason. Look at this. I think I go even farther if I use the Patch of War. Yeah, kinda. Alright, now that I have the stones to upgrade my weapon, I'm gonna get it to max level, and then I'm gonna try to fight Osiris.
Well, then haste. Farewell, Ashen One Maiden.
Let's see how much better this is gonna get.
What?
Alright, max level 457 with 2 buffs. Okay, let's put 3 buffs. No, I'm not gonna use that. I'm getting only 82 damage from the scaling. Like I have 40 dexterity. I'm getting only 82 damage from that much dexterity. And 25 damage from my 24 points into intelligence. This weapon is so broken, dude. So broken.
Ashen One.
Well, then haste. Farewell, Ashen Maiden.
Still not enough to level up.
What?
I'm always running short on souls.
Like that.
I need 33.5 thousand souls. Alright,
Ashen 1.
just enough.
Very then haste. Farewell, Ashen One.
Wait, are you telling me that without buffs, this is not even 400 damage? Without buffs, it's not even 400 damage. Alright, let's kill a boss that is super resistant to magic and kinda resistant to slash damage with a weapon that barely deals any damage with slash and magic. This is definitely gonna go super well without any problems whatsoever. Also, I forgot to check, we are at 71% on the community challenge. I'm pretty sure like 90% was just donated by one person. Because there's only one cutie doing that. Please don't follow me into the elevator. Thank you very much. Let's see if Hawkwood is available. Oh, he is. That's great. Good to know. He's probably gonna have a lot of problems with those two Cathedral Knights behind me. But it's fine. He can deal with that. Alright, let's check the damage against this guy. Dude, you literally never start with that attack. What the fuck are you doing? I'm spamming the dodge button. Barely 200 damage per hit. It's impressive how the magic projectile is dealing more damage. Okay, that's more like it. Still 59. Still 59, it's not bad against this guy. I really like having to run around like this. Such a cool concept. Yeah, I'm gonna use Moonlight to kill the magic dragon that drops the Moonlight's great sword. I missed most of my hits back there. Ah, I'm out of FP. No, I want to kill you with the Moonlight's beam. Yes. So if I was dealing 180 damage with my weapon at max level, imagine if I had fought this guy when I had my weapon at +3 only. Yeah, I'm glad that I went first to Lothric Castle. Gundyr is probably resistant to Slash too. I vaguely remember him being resistant to Slash. Almost every boss in this game is resistant to Slash damage.
Well,
And I'm gonna get only one level out of this. Yeah.
farewell, Ashen One.
I should be able to get another one. Yeah. I thought it was 25, not 12,000. Is this worth it? Probably. Probably.
Ashen 1.
Well, very then take. Farewell, Ashen One.
Okay, I'm gonna take a short break because I need to make something to eat. But I'm gonna be back as fast as I can. Um, I think I'm back. Technically, I'm still cooking, so I need to keep this gift here. But it's taking too long, so I'm gonna keep chatting here if there's anyone available. Probably not. Looks like I'm alone again. I was thinking about maybe doing a tier list for bad weapons. What am I cooking? Noodles. I don't have money for anything better than this. Um, so I was thinking about doing a tier list for weapons, and I could turn this into like a series, a reoccurring thing where I'm gonna choose one bad weapon and I'm gonna have to use that for the whole game and see actually how bad this is and how would I be able to fix the problems with that weapon, or just try to find a good replacement for that weapon in particular. In the case of this one that I'm doing now, I would just change to uh, a sharp shottel with great magic weapon on top of that. So we should think about what could be the next weapon. Do you have any idea? Let me get a list of Dark Souls 3 weapons. It's fine. Let's first choose a type of weapon. Then we can check the options. But first I'm gonna go check my noodles. There is no type of weapon called short sword. Are you thinking about straight swords? Let's go to straight swords. So there's the long sword, sunlight straight sword. The broken straight sword doesn't count because the goal of this weapon is to be bad. So no, we are not gonna count this one. Broadsword, Astartes straight sword, Lothric knight sword, Edifil straight sword, short sword, Cleric's candlestick, Barbed straight sword, dark sword, Gotthard twin swords, Lothric holy sword, Unri straight sword, Morion blade, Valohart, Ring and knight straight sword. There's a lots of variety on straight swords. Okay, I'm back. Food is done. Maybe I should wait a bit, it's still too hot. At least I have some grape juice. Anyways, from the straight swords. One that I know it's a big problem to use is the Lothric Holy Sword. I need some hefty stats to be able to use it. The scaling is terrible. Really bad. It's basically just a pure dex weapon. You think that's super good? Alright. Let me show you. Alright, so let's get 40, 40. Yeah, it doesn't... Okay, it soft caps at 26. Ah, it's not even worth it. Not a big difference. Faith and dexterity. Alright, it's gonna be mercenary. Lothric's Holy Sword. This is at max level with 40, 40, 326 damage. 333 damage with two hands. Now let me think, how else could I buff this? If I'm naked, Flame's Ring. If I'm at full health, Light Sword Ring. And now I got to 400 damage. But I could do Red Deerstone Ring. Got a Pyromancy Flame. Got 18. Talisman. So let's have Sacred Oath and Power of 18. Low HP. Both of them. Wait. Pyromancy Flame. Power of 18. Alright. Morion Blade. 692. But then I would have to be at only 20% of my HP, and my HP would be going down because of Power of 18. Yeah. I expected more. Yeah, that's the problem with those weapons. So if I'm going to hyper mode, stacking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buffs, I can get to 692 damage. Which is pretty good, not gonna lie, but yeah, it would turn every fight into a no hit fight. If I just remove this, let's have the Lloyd Sword Ring, and I can't use this. So, in a more realistic way, 441 damage, but I would also prefer to have, you know, armor, so Fling's Ring is not gonna do anything. 400 damage. I need to stack 2 buffs, 2 very powerful buffs, to be able to get to 400 damage. Without them, 333 damage. I tried using this weapon for PvP, but it was still bad. Well, not really, but you gotta think about how the fights are going to be in the late game, where you're gonna have like 300 damage, because the weapon deals 300 damage, but bosses and enemies, they have resistances and defenses, so that's gonna take a chunk of your damage, and that's how you end up dealing 100 damage per hit. So around 400 damage, it's where weapon starts to be good to use, because it's when you're actually dealing a little bit of damage after enemies' resistances and defenses. And you should also think about DPS, and the Lothric Holy Sword is a big straight sword. I think it's the longest straight sword in the whole game, and I think it uses extra stamina, so you can't swing it much, and it doesn't deal a lot of damage. So maybe Lothric's Holy Sword will be... Yeah, but doesn't matter that it has good reach, because you're probably gonna get only 1 or 2 hits out of your stamina bar in a normal fight, because it's kind of slow too, and those 2 hits will deal 100 damage each, so you're sacrificing too much to just deal 200 damage. I imagine this sword being as bad as this one, but for... like, this is a very bad option for dexterity intelligence builds. That one is gonna be a very bad option for dexterity and faith builds. So we have cheats for everyone. No one's gonna be spared by the bad weapon designs. I keep forgetting that I can't parry that. But yeah, the goal is to use bad weapons, so it's good that it's bad. So don't be sad, cutie. Our goal is to check how bad those weapons are. It's all part of the plan. Yeah. Maybe one day I'm gonna be able to play with the good swords. Dude. This is such a slow curved sword. I usually can hit those dogs before they hit me when they are charging like that. That's how I prefer to deal with them. But I can't really do it here, right? Alright, there goes my HP. At least I can shoot faster than your magic. Problem is you having a lot of healing. Oh, you're out of healing. I wasted a lot of resources. Alright, Gundyr time. At least I have a buckler, so I'm gonna be able to parry him. And parrying Gundyr is quite easy, and when you do a critical attack you go through defenses, so the damage might look good against Gundyr. Dude, the assassin build was better. And the assassin wasn't very powerful. The assassin wasn't very powerful and it felt better than this class, this build. Maybe first damage is better. Alright, I'm definitely gonna summon this guy, because it's funny. But other than that, let's go.